Welcome to the GOATcast, episode 42, video podcast, episode number 1 for UFC Fight Night 172. This is your boy V Carbone coming at you from the GOATcast, PicksGoat.com, giving you that fire every single week. UFC, golf. If you're new to us, check it out. Hit that subscribe. See if you like the video. See if you like the podcast. Go hit those bets. Hit that subscribe. Hit that follow. Go to PicksGoat.com. Give us a on the homepage. Get a free YouTube free daily membership for your first time. And then if you like us, hit us up for a weekly, daily, monthly, lifetime membership. That'd be hot, and I appreciate y'all. Let's do a quick recap of last week. Crazy. I mean, it wasn't last week. Last event, two events 2 weeks ago. Last event, UFC Fight Night 172. Overeem versus Walt Harris. It was a great fight. I think we told you guys about Overeem and that dog money. All the dogs been hitting. It's been 3-0 since quarantine. 3 events, 3 dog hits. I think we're gonna keep it going this week with Gilbert Burns. But Overeem, the veteran, we didn't want to bet against Walt Harris. We knew he was the guy with a great story. You know, we really wanted him to win with his daughter losing. And Overeem's a veteran, man. He took the initial damage. The ref could have stopped that fight, but took the initial damage. And Overeem came back and ended up knocking out Walt Harris more like a TKO, but had him mounted and pretty much finished real fast. Overeem, you know, he's a veteran, and if you give me dog money on Overeem, we're gonna take it in. These up and coming prospects come up, they're gonna face these guys who are like gatekeepers, and Overeem was one of them, and he took care of business, so that was nice. Co-main event, Dan Ige versus Edson Barboza. That was a great fight, back and forth. I think personally I had Ige winning. He was the dog. A lot of people on Twitter saying Barboza won. Maybe Barboza won the first round, but Ige dropped him. He was having more success, put more damage for sure on Barboza. I thought Ige personally won, and they gave it to Ige, and that was one of the times where we actually get a judge's decision to go our fucking way. So that was nice. I like when we actually get taken care of from the judges instead of, you know, like them robbing us or whatever, taking advantage. No, I want us to be taken care of by the judges sometimes, and that was it. You know, Krzysztof Jotko versus Eric Anders. We had Anders as a sprinkle of money line. Anders had the clinch position the whole time. He had the cage control. Thought we had that. They gave it to Jotko and his outside pressure. It's just how the judges want to see it. So that's one of those where judges. Don't leave in the hands of judges. Next one, Marlon Vera, Song Yadong. Another one where I thought Vera won. A lot of people thought Vera won. Give it to Song Yadong. Told y'all that's Dana White's prospect, that's Uriah Hall's prodigy coming up. They love Song Yadong, so I can see why that fucking happened. Kevin Holland, our lock of the week. Like, Kevin Holland knocked out Fluffy in 1 minute. Told y'all, Kevin Holland's a beast, and he was going to do a back-to-back this week, 2 weeks ago, and then fight again this week. He was gonna do it. Got injured a couple days before, so no Kevin Holland this week. But man, for a guy to even want to do that, you know, come back 13 days, on 13 days, fight twice, that's crazy. Kevin Holland, you're a beast. Even though you didn't do it, you're still a beast. Claudia Gadelha versus Angela Hill. That was actually the co-main event. I thought Angela Hill won. A lot of people thought Angela Hill won, even herself on Twitter saying, I'm the real winner. Claudia Gadelha got the job done. But you don't know what's going to happen sometimes. If it depends on the judges, especially in these female fights. You know, my female fight record is not that great, but it's going to come. The aggression will come as far as the female fights will come, and we'll start getting to more W's through there. Casey versus Barella. We'll talk about that again with female fights. Barella was on top, had the control, had the wrestling, got caught in armbar. Casey wins. Disgusting. Elkins versus Landier. I told y'all, Nate the Train Landier. Told y'all, motherfuckers. Fight of the night. Bloodiest fight I've seen in a long time. Nate the Train Landier is an up-and-coming prospect. Next time he fights, you guys gotta bet that. Nascimento to start the evening. Heavyweight. Just garbage, low-level heavyweight prodigy. Nascimento versus Mays. Nascimento got it done, so we're cool with that. Miguel Baeza versus Matt Brown. That was crazy. Matt Brown almost got it done. He almost knocked out Baeza, had him dropped. Almost had that dog money on Matt Brown, but Baeza ended up getting it done, knocked out Matt Brown. And then Jigga Kudazy versus Irvin. Irvin tried. He was doing those Superman punches on a couple days' notice. Jigga got the job done. I'm betting a minus 600, and he barely wins a decision. Okay, cool. You want to put that in all your parlays? Next time the judges reverse that and they give it to the other guy, all those minus 600s get fucked. So I don't mind fading the minus 600s, even though they get a job done sometimes. You know, the fade isn't gonna always work. So you have to make it happen when it happens. Let's move on. Fight night 173, Tyron Woodley versus Gilbert Burns. They did all the events in Jacksonville that they had scheduled in contract with Florida. Now they finally got permission to go back to Vegas. Vegas is reopening, baby. UFC Apex. It's Dana White's Performance Institute where he has all of his guys trained. One thing to remember, it's a smaller cage. It's actually smaller than it would be octagon-wise. So smaller cage, less running around, more action, more knockouts. So I could see more finishes happening in the smaller cage, and they're gonna run a lot of events from inside this Apex until we get fans. Until we get fans, it's gonna be all Apex and then the island. Once the island gets built, probably a month or so, probably 2-3 weeks, a month. The Fight Island is being built for now. They have these sick ass UFC Fight Island shirts. I'm gonna fucking get one for the next YouTube podcast. Fight Island shirts. They still have to have the Fight Island because even states are reopening. They haven't opened up like visas for other international fighters to come in, so they still have to have the island to get those guys fighting. You know, Darren Tills, Leon Edwards, those guys can't get into the country. I don't know if Connor can get into the country. He's in Ireland right now. You know, but Fight Island. But this is going to be in the UFC Institute. It's going to be the next couple events in the Institute. UFC Apex. It's going to be a great fucking card. 11 fights. Let's start from the bottom and go all the way up. Daniel Rodriguez was supposed to fight Kevin Holland. Kevin Holland was going to have that 13 days, 2 fights in 2 events. That's crazy. Against Daniel Rodriguez is a really good prospect. 15-1 if you count his amateur career. 7 wins in a row. A lot of KOs. Nice left hook to the body. I love Daniel Rodriguez. He's a scrappy dude. He's a brawler. Had him on dog money against Tim Means last time. We faded Tim Means and Daniel Rodriguez came through for us. That was beautiful. Could happen again. But now we were going to take the Daniel Rodriguez shot against Kevin Holland. Now Kevin Holland's out. They bring a newcomer in, Gabriel Green. Frisky, scrappy dude, 15-2, 27 years old from California. There's a little bit of tape on him, not much. He's one of those, another one coming on a short notice. It's -3, what is that? That's -350 Rodriguez right now. -350 Rodriguez started on -325. We're probably going to put Green at the back of the ladder. I'm not going to trust a -350 for a dude who is actually a big underdog, supposed to be a big underdog. And I like Rodriguez's prospect coming up, but you have to play the matchups. And this can be a split decision, frisky one, so I'll put that at the back of our ladder, Gabriel Green. Moving on, Chris Gutierrez, love this play against Vince Morales. Chris Gutierrez from Factory X is a legit kickboxer, nice boxing stand-up with a lot of good leg kicks. His leg kicks are on point. You know, he comes through and does niceness that you can't even see from a distance. He'll hit that thigh kicks, that the nerve, once it hits the nerve, you're screwed. You know, you're gonna be out for a bit. I like Chris Gutierrez. A lot of money coming in on Morales, not that much, but started at +115 Morales. Now it's a pick'em, so people are coming in on Morales. But I like Gutierrez. I like the leg kicks. I like him standing from the outside. He's a good prospect, nice chin, Mexican dude. 2 wins in a row, 15-4. I like Gutierrez here. He's going to be on one of our top 5 picks of the week. I love Gutierrez here. It's the odds and then his matchup. That's what that value is. Let's move on to one of the few female fights on the card. You got Caitlin Chikagian against Antonina Shevchenko. Shevchenko's sister is the champion, you know, the Iron Lady champion. Antonina is her stepsister, her sister. She's not, I don't know if she's really even her fucking sister. She's not as good, and I don't even know if they're blood related, honestly. But Antonina is okay on the kickboxing. That's also Caitlin Chukagian's strength. That's what she does. She goes on the outside and she fucking just boxes everything, does nice, like, hoo tennis yells. This one's going to be a back and forth, and I like my boy Dan at Best Fight Picks saying, he did a poll, who's going to be louder, Chukagian's tennis yells or Antoine Shevchenko's sister in the corner screaming? I don't know who's going to be more. One of the two. We're taking the dog money here. We'll put that, like, as far as underdogs, that's going to be like 4th or 5th on our underdog ladder. We don't really like that one that much, but we're going to take Chukagian. I can't trust Shevchenko. Love this next one. Billy Quarantino, really good prospect of mine. I've been betting him for a cool minute, 6 wins in a row, but he's fighting the Alpha Ginger, Spike Carlisle, man. Dude is a beast, comes in, gives no fucks whatsoever. He literally will go out and try to get W's as far as especially with this small cage. He's gonna go straight at it, try to get a KO, try to get a submission. I love Carl here. He actually has 6 submissions. He got a lot of KO power, but he's got 6 submissions. That's his most out of everything. So he knows what he's doing on the ground. I think Quarantino starts a little slow, and Spike could catch him early, or just get up on the scorecards. And if Billy wins 3rd round, hopefully we just win a unanimous decision. I like Carl here, and we're getting dog money. Started at plus 140, now it's plus 120. People are on the Alpha Ginger. If you don't know about the Alpha Ginger, you're about to know about the Alpha Ginger. He's a stud. He's a beast. Plus 120 is part of our sauce play. Okay? Sauce play is 2 dogs. You put them together, you parlay them together for a 2-piece, and you get a nice 4-1, 5-1 odds. It's the sauce. The sauce hits, man. Come on. Let's go right to the second part of the sauce. Tim Elliott versus Brandon Raw Dog Royale. Okay? Royale, UFC debut, also from Factory X. He's got nice stand-up. I've seen a comparison about Nate Diaz, kind of, but with, like, also a little bit of ground game. He's got 8 submissions. Elliott loves to do those scrambles where he'll take you down, and then he doesn't mind giving up his back because he knows he can scramble out of it. If he gives up his back to Royale, this could be a submission, guys. And we're getting dog money from Royale in the UFC debut because people don't know who he is. And people know who Tim Elliott is. Everybody loves Tim Elliott. He's cool. I love him. But he also gets losses, man. He's got 2 losses in a row. 19-10, 10 losses. He's an exciting fighter. And I saw an interview. He's not chasing wins anymore. He's chasing fight bonuses. You know what that means? He's just going to be an animal out there. And I'll take the UFC debut fighter that's fighting hard for his first win. I'll take that all day over the guy who's going to be entertaining and maybe try to get a W, but he knows what his UFC career is. He's on the tail end. We're taking the UFC vet, Brandon Royale, plus 145. Put that with the plus 120, Spike Carlisle. Sauce play, 2-piece parlay, 4-1. 4-1. Nice action. You put a 20 ball on that, makes $100. Fucking beautiful. 2 underdogs that have a really good chance of winning. Sauce them up. We haven't hit a sauce yet. We're 0 for 3 on the sauce. The sauce is coming, guys. And once it hits, it's 4-1. So you get 4-1. So you'll be up 4 events. Who cares? You'll be up already. It don't matter. Let's move on. Casey Kenny versus Luis Smolka. Smolka, nice from Hawaii. I like this guy. He's got nice submissions, but Casey Kenny is out there to scrap. LFA champion. Nice stand-up. Nice boxing. Very nice submissions as well. More of a guy who's going to win decisions because he goes out there and he sets the pace. He puts the control in the cage. I like Casey Kenny here. I think Smolka's going to try the submission game, but Kenny's too tough for that. Kenny's never been submitted in 18 fights and will not be submitted here. I think Kenny wins a unanimous decision, if not finishes my guy, Luis Smolka. And Casey Kenny is a minus 285. He is number 1 on our lock play of the week. So we just showed you about the sauce. We told you about the sauce. Now we're going to tell you about the lock. You put 2 pieces, 2 big favorites together, lock them up, and you get pretty much dog money or even money. This one ends up being a minus 130 for the week. Beautiful. Minus 130, about $100. You put half your bankroll on the lock. Boom, it hits, covers the rest of your plays no matter what happens. So the lock hits, everything else, boom, you're already profiting. Then when the lock hits and others start hitting, that's when you have a great night. That's Go Picks. That's Picks Go for y'all motherfuckers. Let's go. For y'all new listeners and y'all new watchers, Picks Go gives out picks. We give out plays for every fucking every fight on the card. We give out picks. We have more leans that we put our bigger bankrolls on, and then you can live bet a little bit on the side. But we have our tout plays that we give out: the lock play, the sauce play, the sprinkle the MLs, and maybe a little bonus to gen prop play for y'all. Those are what we focus heavy on. Then you got the 12-piece, the 11-piece ladder. You put everything together. It hits, you know. If it hits, boom. When it doesn't hit, the ladder falls. We're gambling, man. What is this? What do you think we're doing? We're fucking gambling. We're out here sports betting. Giving you sports betting advice from one of the best handicapping groups that you'll ever know. Go Picks. We haven't even started. We haven't done any marketing. We haven't done nothing. But once we do, once we come out, NFL season's about to start, NHL playoffs, the Bundos League, we're giving out picks. NASCAR, we're giving out picks. Golf's coming back in a couple weeks. Y'all get ready, because we're going to explode. And I want you to hop on that bandwagon now. Hit that subscribe. Hit that follow. Hit that retweet button. Go Picks, man. Come on. Let's move on to the second piece of the lock. You got Brock Weaver against Roosevelt Roberts. Brock Weaver, up-and-coming prospect. I really like him, but he's exposed his neck all the time. 9 losses, man. Brock Weaver, I had him as my lock last time, okay? And he actually lost the first round, was losing the second round, and I was like, oh my god, the lock's gonna lose. Ends up winning a disqualification because the guy kneed him in the head. We ended up getting saved. Hey, sometimes the DQ saves you for the lock, but now I learned my lessons. Brock Weaver is more a flashy guy, wears the Indian headdress. That's cool. It's cool for the fans. Talks about scrappiness. Roosevelt Roberts is actual legit contender prospect with a nice left hand, nice straight punches, and a beautiful guillotine. Don't be surprised if he submits Brock Weaver. And that's going to be part of our little bonus to gen with all these guys getting the finish. Casey Kenny and Roberts are going to style their ways to both wins, maybe both finishes on their end, but most likely unanimous decisions on both of them. You get minus 285 on Kenny, and you get minus 350 on Roberts. Start at minus 280, and now it's minus 350. So some sharp cappers are coming in on Roosevelt Roberts. I shout out my boy Aiden on Twitter, also on Roosevelt's all ball on that inside the distance. I love that prop. I think you can get it at plus money as well. Plus 175 for the props. Let me give you that actually, my bonus to gem prop, because we got Casey Kenny inside the distance. He's a minus 285, but inside the distance, plus 275. Brandon Royale, he's a dog, inside the distance, a plus 250 dog. Carlisle, a dog, now he's a plus 185 dog. And then Roosevelt Roberts, plus 165. So you put all those together, 98 to 1. Okay, listen, 90. I'm not going to tout a 98 to 1 and say put money on it. But if we get 4 guys that legit have a chance to get finishes, finish means inside the distance, a KO or a sub, we get 4 guys to win and get a sub, 100 to 1. Come on, give me that. 2 favorites and 2 dogs to get 4 finishes. I kind of like that, y'all. Put a little sprinkle on that. And then put Roberts and Kenny as your lock play. Minus 130 for the lock of the week. Lock play it up. Augusto Sakai versus Black Noir Ivanov, another heavyweight low-level fight. This will probably be back and forth. I like Sakai here. Pick up money. This will be one where we just live bet. I like Sakai here. Ivanov has a cool story. Got stabbed. He's got literally has a stab wound scar right here. It's like, what is this? Who is this guy? But I like Sakai to win a decision here. You could probably actually get cool. That could be another bonus little degen if we're up and this fight comes down, and you can get a prop play Sakai by decision, like plus 400, plus 300. That's kind of sexy, so I'll take that. Jamal Sweet Dreams Hill versus Klidson Abreu. A lot of money coming in on Abreu. I'm not too sure why. Hill is the prospect, 7-0, 7 wins. I like this dude. He's cool. Nice left hand. The way he fights, got a lot of confidence, got a lot of swagger. I think Hill gets it done. I don't know. I don't know. Understand this Abreu love. Hill started on minus 180. Now he's minus 130. You might get even pick of money by the time you listen to this or watch this podcast. We'll see. We'll see what happens, but I like Jamal Hill, sweet dreams, to get the sweet dreams and to be legit. He's already in Vegas. He's been posting. He looks great shape. I like Jamal Hill, and if for some god reason he becomes a dog, sprinkle, but he's like top of our favorite ladder. I've been learning to do a favorite ladder and then a dog ladder, combo them together. He's part of the favorite ladder. 2 more fights left. Mackenzie Dern. I love this girl. She's fucking hot fire, and I love betting her, but she's minus 400. Started at minus 200, minus 285, up to minus 4. Everyone's betting her. She's, number one, she's sexy. Number two, she's a Brazilian black belt. Takes you to the ground, gets the submission normally. Hannah Cifers just runs around and jabs. But if Dern cannot take her down, which I've seen Dern have problems before, and I've bet Dern at a big minus money before, and she has let me down, which can happen again in this fight. If Cifers can run around, this isn't the Soraya Eubanks versus Moraes. That one was my thought process was Eubanks was going to gas and Moraes was going to come back. That almost happened. This one's more, if Dern can't get the takedown, Cifers is going to have the striking advantage and might win a gross plus 300 split decision. Sprinkle on that. She's part of the sprinkles just because we haven't hit a fucking female fight correctly. We're going to hit this one. We're going to sprinkle on this one and hit it correctly. Then, bound to the main event. Tyrone Woodley versus Gilbert Burns, okay? Love both these guys. I've lost money betting on these guys and betting against these guys. Woodley broke my heart against Darren Till, had all his money on Darren Till, thought he was the biggest prospect, thought he was going to beat Woodley and take his title. Didn't happen. Woodley ended up submitting him. Woodley lost to Usman in a decision where Woodley just got backed up and couldn't land his big right hook, what he normally does. That's what Woodley does. Burns is going to put the pressure here. He's going to get on top of him. He's more a black belt. Woodley's never been submitted, so take away that. But he's going to put the pressure. He's going to be ahead. And if Woodley doesn't land that big punch, man, I think Burns can out-hustle him and maybe land a couple takedowns, but actually just put the pressure on him and give the impression to the judges that he's doing more damage. He has the jabs. Woodley's back is against the cage. I kind of have a feeling Burns is going to get the upset here. 5 wins in a row. He's the Brazilian prospect that they're hyping up. 33 years old, and Woodley's 38. Woodley's getting old. He likes to do TMZ, likes to rap. Oh, man. Part of me thinks that Gilbert Burns is going to get done with the plus money, too, and all the underdogs been hitting. I'm feeling Gilbert Burns to get it done here. We're going to release Gilbert Burns as our sexy free play, sprinkle the money line on Twitter. I like Gilbert Burns here. I think he gets it done, guys. Sprinkle on that one. Sprinkle on Hannah Cifers against Mackenzie Dern. Sprinkle on Gilbert Burns. Lock play, Casey Kenny, Roosevelt Roberts. Sauce play, Brandon Raw Dog Roybell, Spike Alpha Ginger Carlisle. Put them together 4-1. Lock plays minus 130. And you got your plus 300, and you got your plus 170 main event underdog. You know how the night's going, or 0-9. You need a W. All on the main event underdog. Now, fuck that. We're coming back strong, guys. You know this. We started the website. We started doing the podcast legitimately, and what could have happened? That could have been the worst case scenario. 0-10. Fucking happened. Now you have 2 choices. You either fucking take your L and never become a capper and just quit ever and just throw away the website. No, fuck that. That can never happen again. You hit rock bottom, you hit that bottom, you come right back up, and you get W's. This week, I feel like we're going to have a nice legitimate comeback, 11 fights. Let's hit some shit, man. Go Picks signing out. Episode 42. I appreciate y'all listening. I want you guys to subscribe, follow, and thanks for listening. It's the first podcast ever. You guys, first video podcast, so thanks for watching. We out. Appreciate y'all.